but Hokulev, it's so graceful. And she doesn't tilt. You know, she's got two hulls. She goes out, the wind comes, she takes a set.
So I think if you can train yourself in kind of graceful ways to extricate from those situations. And I have a friend who does this beautifully.
But what seems so slow and graceful from the outside is really more like chaos inside, because cells control their shape.
And she was a woman who was silvery of voice and graceful in movement, and yet she...
From the moment you step on board, you'll be enchanted by the relaxed, graceful ambience and impeccable attention to detail.
Even the graceful buildings that house the museums and galleries echo with stories from the past.
And graceful sea turtles dancing across coral reefs. As a marine biologist,
I brought it with me to show him. I still have the first edition, how much it means he was graceful enough to sign it. Grateful.
This graceful building still reminds us of the forward-looking vision.
It wasn't beautiful, it wasn't graceful, but something in her touched me so deeply. It's like, this woman is wounded.
In the thicket, hidden in the shadows of the jungle, lived strange men, silent, graceful ghosts, relative.
Over their allotted time, we will give them a 15-second grace period. We're very graceful, gracious, and then promptly ask them to terminate.
A slow, graceful crawl, shoulders rippling, legs slicing away at the waves, gliding further into what
romanticized as graceful, beautiful, self-sacrificing saints who kept their home fire.
Otherwise, I think you can be a bit more graceful about it. At least in kind of that's the model.
He was a really graceful guy, and he hated the fact that I had to help him into his chair.
Yeah,
you know.
That can be, as you said, there can be not a very graceful response to that.
You mentioned the historian Taylor.
The lodge here presents a leisurely, graceful stay with the amenities of a full-service resort. Tucked between Glacier National
And I was also looking at like these leaves which had the line and the color and so graceful, and trying to think how.
They range in size and shape from small dwarf galaxies to the beautiful and graceful mid-range spiral galaxies.
They are a graceful wreath to your head and ornaments around your neck. My son, if sinners entice you, and there's the alternative where
really delicate looking. It's held up by cables suspended from 7 slender masts that look almost too graceful to hold the thing up. The design, and even though they can fly, it takes a while to get airborne.
A graceful retreat. A story.
For many years. She is a phenomenal historian and an eloquent and graceful writer. If you have not read her books,
Her effort, just a graceful gazelle. First shot is blocked.
While she's doing these graceful arabesques and plies and what have you, something horrible.
Directions. But what seems so slow and graceful from the outside is really more like chaos.
It was one of the most graceful moments of my life, but I will